The 2022 highest paid actress lists from several respected magazines have made one thing very clear: the little screen is a huge business. And the benefits of working in the acting industry include having access to gorgeous couture designer clothing and a crew of stylists that are at your beck and call. So, who is the female actress who can call themselves the highest paid in the world? How much are they actually worth, and how did they achieve all their crazy wealth? Without keeping you any longer, let's get started. Number 9. Gal Gadot. She is one of the most loved actresses in today's world. According to Variety, she was paid $20 million for her appearance in the action thriller Red Notice, which was released on Netflix. Moreover, she received $10 million in compensation for her role as Wonder Woman 1984 in the film Wonder Woman, which was released in 2020. She asserts that despite being brought up in what she calls a traditional Jewish environment, her parents never pressured her to pick one of her two interests over the other. She participated in pursuits that gave her a sense of fulfillment, such as racing motorcycles and competing in athletics. Interestingly, her favorite subject back in high school was biology, and she is also pursuing studies in law and international relations. Number 8. Julia Roberts. The top actors in Hollywood are breaking records by signing record-breaking agreements with the streaming juggernaut Netflix. Take a look at Academy Award-winning actress Julia Roberts. She was paid an astounding $25 million for her upcoming role with Denzel Washington in the Netflix film Leave the World Behind. However, it all started when her older brother, the actor Eric Roberts, was instrumental in getting her first film job. He suggested that she try out for a tiny role as his on-screen sister in the 1989 drama Blood Red, which was actually done in 1986, but didn't come out until 1989. While it would seem like an older lady would pick up knitting, Julia has been doing so for quite some time, and although she is starting to get up there, she is still fairly young. Number 7. Jennifer Lawrence. Lawrence made her acting debut in 2006 with a supporting role in the television pilot Company Town, which was never sold nor broadcast on television. After that, she had roles as a guest star on a number of other television shows, such as Monk 2006 and Medium 2007. And now, after raking in an eye-popping $20 million for her performance in the action-packed film Red Sparrow, Jennifer Lawrence's compensation will be increased. According to Screen Rant, she will receive $25 million for her role in the upcoming Netflix film Don't Look Up. The film also stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Cate Blanchett, Timothée Chalamet, and Meryl Streep. The actress is also a huge fan of several different reality television shows like the Real Housewives franchise, Vanderpump Rules, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians, to name just a few. Number 6. Emma Stone. In 2005, she made her debut as an actress in the pilot episode of The New Partridge Family, a television series in which she portrayed the role of Laurie Partridge. And in 2007, she was starring with Jonah Hill and Michael Cera in the coming-of-age comedy Superbad. Since then, she has achieved widespread notoriety through social media platforms like Instagram. And now recently, following back-end talks, Stone was awarded an astonishing $26 million for her performance in La La Land 2016, which was nominated for an Academy Award. And after only bringing in $8 million for the first picture, which was still a career high for her at the time, she may ultimately make more for Disney's Cruella sequel, depending on the deal that is signed. However, that is if she continues to produce successes at the box office. Anyway, apart from acting, she likes modeling, dancing, and writing. Number 5. Angelina Jolie. Jolie made her acting debut in the film Looking to Get Out 1982 with her father, Jon Voight, when she was just a child. A decade later, in 1993, she made her debut in the film industry with the low-budget effort Cyborg 2, and the following year, she scored her first important role in the film Hackers, 1995. She is now one of the rare actresses who may obtain a seven-figure pay upfront. If you take a look at her performance in the movie Saul, which she played in 2010, she made a total of $20 million. And as a result of her starring role as Athena in Marvel's Eternals, she reportedly made $35.5 million in 2020, which was her biggest compensation to date. She enjoys a wide variety of activities, but some of her favorites are modeling, writing, acting, and dancing. She also has an intense passion for the fashion business as a whole. So far, she has formed business alliances with a number of well-known firms, including Amazon, Myntra, and Snapdeal. Number 4. Cameron Diaz. She made her acting debut at just 19 years old. It was a short film titled She's No Angel, which was a light adult comedy that lasted only 30 minutes. Later on, she was nominated for a Golden Globe for her role in the superhero fantasy film The Mask, which was released in 1994 and starred Jim Carrey and other notable actors. From that, she now often receives a salary in the 7 or 8-figure range for her work, but her performance as Elizabeth Halsey in the comedy film Bad Teacher, 2011, reportedly earned her a record-breaking sum of $42 million. According to the terms of Diaz's contract, she was entitled to not just an upfront payment of $1 million United States dollars, but also a percentage of the total revenue generated by the movie. Given that the movie made more than US $200 million globally, the agreement was fruitful and successful. Among her interests include skydiving, snowboarding, and surfing. Number 3. Emma Watson. It has been rumored that Emma Watson received an astounding $15 million for her part as Belle in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Nevertheless, the 8 Harry Potter movies that propelled her to popularity brought in more money. According to a Hollywood Reporter, Watson raked in a total of $60 million for her portrayal of the adored Hermione Granger in the Harry Potter films. And by the way, it all started in 1999. After successfully trying out for a part in the film adaptation of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. She was picked to play Hermione, a character who is known for being educated and reasonable, and is one of Harry Potter's closest friends. Apart from acting, she likes the process of making collage albums. Number 2. Sandra Bullock. In 1986, she made the move to New York City and began her theatrical training at the Neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theater. After gaining acclaim for her performance in the off-Broadway play No Time Flat, Bullock made her debut in the motion picture Hangman in the year 1987. She is the one who opened the way for other actresses to earn comparable sums of money, with her earnings of $10.5 million for Speed 2, Cruise Control 1997, and $17.5 million for Miss Congeniality 2, Armed and Fabulous 2005. However, those gains are not even close to being comparable to the more than $70 million she made from the massive success that was Gravity at the box office 2013. Bullock was given an advance of $20 million by Warner Bros., as well as 15% of the first dollar gross from the film's take at the box office. According to Celebrity Net Worth's report, for every dollar the studio ever got for Gravity, 15% would go to Sandra before any expenditures were deducted for production or marketing. This means that Sandra would receive payment before any expenditures were deducted for production or marketing. Number 1. Scarlett Johansson. First place goes to Scarlett Johansson because of all of the fantastic ways in which she has portrayed Natasha Romanoff. According to Yahoo Finance, Scarlett Johansson has amassed a total of $75 million in earnings from her parts in the 9 Marvel movies. Her total earnings from a single part came to US $95 million when she added the $20 million she made from the Black Widow movie. Her first film, the fantasy comedy North, 1994, was her debut, and her roles in Manny and Lo, 1996, The Horse Whisperer of 1998, and Ghost World 2001 won her global praise. Surprisingly, one of her hobbies apart from acting is keeping bees. During the time when Samuel L. Jackson and Scarlett Johansson worked together in 2008, Jackson revealed to David Letterman that he was the one who inspired Johansson's interest in beekeeping. When you hear these figures, it's easy to wonder how such huge sums are paid to actors for a single role or even a movie. However, the sacrifice and commitment these actors have put into their roles clearly depict how successful they are. But the millions are impressive either way. So, what do you think of the earnings that some of these actresses get? By the looks of it, getting lucky enough to get a role in a blockbuster movie franchise has its perks. By this time next year, do you still think that Scarlett will hold top spot? Only time will tell. You've seen what the actresses earn, now let's check out the singers. See you there.